day, so it's a sales day out in the field and working with mentees and things of that nature. Get on the phone, raise capital, mentor, train, all that good stuff, right? That's my life. Yours may be a little bit different. We're gonna got the little frequency rolling, right? Because everything is frequency. We are part of that pulse in the universe and things of that nature. I'm not going to make it all philosophical. That was for Monday, Mindset Money Monday. If you missed it, go back into join one of these groups here. It's probably we got the Facebook SUBTO Facebook group or SUBTOMASTER Facebook group, as well as the Creative Real Estate Investment group. So we're going to go live here. Let me see, do a little housekeeping really quick. I'm going to be your host today of the Amplified Real Estate Show. And today we're going to be rocking and rolling, talking about SUBTO. The theme for today is adjust, adapt, or perish. I say rock and roll simply because, hey, you got to keep on moving forward. What you don't know is what you don't know. Even myself, right? We don't have all the answers, but some are further along than others. So that's what we're here to do today is talk about the business, talk about real estate, talk about creative real estate investing, and how you're going to adjust and adapt to this new real estate cycle. I'm also going to touch on AMP Live, the American Mentee program. It's the one-on-one mentoring program where we're looking for a handful of people. Things are changing for 2024. So I'm going to do something that I've never, ever done before, ever. Don't advertise, pricing, things of that nature. But if you stay all the way to the end, we're going to have also, don't like giving shit away either, right? But I get it's part of the jam. It's internet marketing. I'm a fan of it all. Russell Brunson, Mike Philistine, and all those guys back in 1980, was the 1990s into the 2000s, and now even into jamming. They're huge, right? Doing 20, 30, 40, 50 million a year or more. They're all congratulations to them. It's part of the jam. Our jam is real estate, but lead generation is part of it. Automation. Now we got AI and all this other stuff. I definitely get it, but nothing hones in the skill set, right, of being an expert in understanding people and providing solutions to people, your sellers, your investors, your buyers, right? To be able to convey and convince and work with them to be able to work a deal. It's the art of the deal. It's creative real estate investing. It's the AMP Live method. It's what I've derived and put together over the years for the last couple of decades. And I've been having a lot of conversations with people who were in the business and then lost a bunch of money and then got back in the business, and others shifted and pivoted. So we're at a crossroads right now where a lot of people are going to be shifting and pivoting, figuring out where they're going to go back to a job. Is it a different career? There's stuff in the air where people are stressed out, a lot of family issues, blah, blah, blah. Things are happening, but I always say move forward, and focus on yourself, focus on what you want to achieve. So today, I'm Eric from AHA, America's Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. That is our true cause and mission, to help our fellow Americans get into this business, open up their eyes, be able to see the forest of the trees, to read between the lines. So I'm going to go a little slow in the beginning, and then I'm going to keep on moving faster and faster. So try to stay with me. And if you get lost, just go ahead and watch it again. Join one of the Facebook groups, and then go ahead and get in there, because this will probably be removed from the general public, or I'm going to leave it. Just depends, or maybe edited and cut. Who knows? Depends on whatever happens and how the video comes out. So it's always live and uncut. I prefer live and uncut. There's some, method to the madness, right? I don't like to be scripted, but when we do work together, if we ever work together and you come aboard the one-on-one mentoring program, the AMP Live one-on-one mentoring program, which is a selection process, then there is a method to the madness. There are things that have to be done. There are recipes you have to follow to get the end results. You have to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 to get 5, 6, and 7. The only way to get to 5, 6, and 7 is to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? If you don't do those, you're never going to achieve 6 and 7. You might get lucky and may not work, but it's not going to be consistent, right? It's consistent. It's think of it this way. As you wake up in the morning, or you turn on a phone, you turn it on, you turn it off. If the battery is charged, it turns on, it turns off, right? If you're going to play a game, maybe it's Monopoly, there's rules. Can you manipulate the rules? Of course, right? But it is what it is. It's a game of chance to a degree. And I guess what I'm trying to share with you is that if there's a recipe to do something and you get the end result, you do it over and over and over till it doesn't happen, okay? Or if it starts shifting, then you adjust. It's like a machine. The machine produces what it's going to produce, and there are parts that you have to repair, which is fine, or you can modify and update, just like a car, right? Model Ts and Lambos, two different things, right? But on a short span of time, right? airplanes, bikes, motorcycles, you name it. Right? The electric cars, those are junk, but got to be a lunatic to fly with electric cars, especially with their grids and the way they are. So that's just all a joke. But it is what it is. I'm not going to get into that or make it political or even religious and all that good stuff. Whatever those are for you, it is what it is. Don't care. Not here to judge. If you're here to judge me, that's just the way it is. Whether you like it or not, watch it, don't watch it. So for entertainment purposes and full disclosure, before we get started, right? And we're going to do a little housekeeping really quick, and we're going to get into SUBTO. We're going to get into wholesaling. We're going to get into options. We're going to get into the one-on-one mentoring program and what that's all about, how it can help you, even if you're rocking and rolling and you're kicking ass, or you're just beginning, or you have another business and you're wanting to move into real estate or just want to do onesies and twosies. That's fine too. But it is a selection process. We do have another program. It's called the AMP Live program. That is a program to get you a deal within the first 30 days. If you're interested in that, reach out, text. We'll get you the link. You can join. It's more of a group environment. Call here. But the goal is to help you get up and running with at least your first deal. The one-on-one mentoring program is something different, right? We're going to mentor you for 6 months, one-on-one mentoring. We're going to partner up and do 5-6 deals, 50-50 splits for the next 12 months. It's plug and play. We're going to help you set up these apparatuses with the AI and the text and the ringless voice message and all that good stuff. But before we do all that, before we get into all that, let's do a little house cleaning real quick, okay? So first and foremost, we got the AMP Live Real Estate Show. Where's it at? Right there. Now, full disclosure, I'm not an attorney. I am not a CPA. I'm not a financial analyst, a bookkeeper, any of that stuff. Entertainment purposes right here. And what we do, I'm sharing it with you. Is there a product to sell? You bet. It's called the AMP Live one-on-one mentoring program. This is what this is all about. It's not a webinar, seminar shit. We may turn it into a webinar, make it into an evergreen webinar. I don't know. But things are shifting and changing. We're hyper-focusing on deals, making it a selection process. We're going to go ahead and honor the 2023 onboarding pricing for the one-on-one mentoring program. And in 2024, I only got 2 days, right? 2 days before February. So we're going to honor it all the way up until February 1st. And after that, it's going to double. So if anybody, hey, we want to say congratulations and God bless all past, present, and future mentees of America. We're going to get into the down and dirty of it and what it's all about, what's out there, what's the competition. Oh, well, what do I get for coming aboard and onboarding, this and that? 2 types of clients. First client says, hey, they're business people. They know what they want. They know what they need. Where do I send the funds? Let's rock. The second one is, oh, I invested this amount of money and my whole life and everything is, is based on you and this and, and my whole life and my family are in your hands, blah, 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 blah. If that's you, this is not for you. If you're trying to say, hey, I need to get a deal in 30 days to do something, to pay or eat or whatever, this is not for you. This is going to be for people who can actually afford it, who can actually understand that this is a business and it's going to cost money to start the business. You're just going to save probably tens and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars by not making the mistakes that others have in this business, right? I've talked with some people that during that last crash, they lost 7 million, 13 million, 17 million, 36 million and more, right? Some got out of the business, went into a different business, still real estate, but different types of things like, acquisitions, buying businesses and things of that nature. And others got into the lending side or whatever. It's still real estate, but it pivoted and some are back at it going, shit, yeah, I'm expanding, I'm growing. And they're pivoting a little bit and growing that business and eventually tapping into going, shit, I want to get some of these deals. Yes, if I knew, I talked to people, said, hey, how was that? Oh, okay. That's supposed to be a call. Go ahead and probably could take the call, but I'm not. Sorry about that. All right, cool. All right, but back to it without the disruption. Sorry about that. Live and uncut, always right. So the bottom line was that, hey, yeah, doing the business, lost money. If I knew what you're telling me now, back then, I wouldn't have lost all that money. I would have done those crazy loans. And if I did crazy loans, I guarantee you I probably wouldn't have. But some people got skamoozled and some people didn't know what they're getting into. And if you had a pulse, you can get a loan, get a house, And then when the loan went from $1,500 to $3,500 to $3,700, you're going, oh shit. If you own them, you better sell them. If you're trying to rent them, you're effed, right? So you needed to pivot and refinance or do something, or you go into BK and all kinds of crazy stuff happened. So those stories are there. But when we're talking with some of these business owners who have rebuilt, come back, rocking and rolling stronger than ever, because they know what others don't know. So they're hitting it hard and fulfilling their destiny and, you know, their life goal. The bottom line is that they figured out, you know what, shit, if I knew SUBTO, this would have been awesome. If I knew creative real estate investing, it would have been better knowing those things. So that's what we're going to share with you today, because the new cycle is coming. And that new cycle, you need to understand to be able to move through. You can still do it if you're an agent or broker and you got your stuff and your automation and you're a listing machine and you got a brokerage, you'll survive. Same thing for the investors. You'll survive, right? You'll make it through. You'll even thrive, right? There's going to be a lot of them that are going to be a thrive, a smaller pool that'll thrive, and then everybody else in between if you can make it through to the next cycle. But I will tell you that creative real estate investing and leverage is awesome. You can't even put you could put a return on investment on some of those things when you're using leverage, right? And you're using creative real estate investing compared to what's my net return on investment? What's my cash on cash return on investment when you do some of those things? When you're leveraging and going, shit, I bought 8 properties in California for under $1 million. And then the other investor, 8 properties would have been, do the math, 8 times 6, 5.5 million bucks to, you know, buy them, fix them, and flip them, or even hold on to them, right? So everybody has their different numbers. What we're going to do is almost think of it as a franchise, right? Think of it as licensing. Think of it as something that, hey, franchises and machines don't fail. People fail. But if you plug into a system and you plug into things, right, more than just a system and a program, because it's about you. We show you how to fish, then you'll eat forever. If we give you fish, then you'll eat for as long as we give you fish, and then you'll starve, or you have to figure out how to either go fish or eat the crumbs of whatever's left over, right? So I'm sure you're tired of the crumbs, tired of the bullshit, tired of spinning wheels and the shiny object stuff, right? So the goal is to help you with that, right? But it's a very, very select process. Like I said, we're going to honor 2023. Also going to share with you Amp Live, the one-on-one mentoring program powered by Amp Live Media, right? And VIP execs. So we do have the public sector and the private sector on both of those things. When we put them together, right, you got what's called like a boutique brokerage, along with the real estate and the lending and the, you know, you got the firm, real creative real estate investing, hard money. You got obviously, you know, wholesaling, options, seller finance, rent to own, and all that other good stuff, right? So those things are a beautiful thing when you utilize them, but what you don't know is what you don't know until you do know. So it's like having a crystal ball. If you knew what the market is going to be doing in the future and people are going, oh, property is still going to be good for the 5-6 years. How do you know that? You don't know if it's going to be good for the next 5 or 6 years, right? So the bottom line, when we're talking about these things, is I'm going to bring up some stuff. I'm going to share some cheat sheets with you. If you stick around all the way to the end, we'll probably try to only go to about we're already at 13 minutes. Shit. Okay. So, because I wanted to throw some training in here, kind of share some stuff with you and the power of creative real estate investing. But at the same token, I don't want to make the video too long. So maybe, and this will probably be chopped down into pieces and turned into like a maybe 8-minute video, right? But the bottom line is one-on-one mentoring is going to help you, right? Simply because it helped me. When I got a mentor, I got to hang out with them. I got to bring him deals, and I learned creative real estate investing. I learned about the secondary market, you know, being able to buy properties from the banks and credit unions and mom and pop banks and all that good stuff, as well as rent to own, lease options. And there is a process, right? Sometimes it's better to take an option. Can you still sell an option? Of course you can. It's a piece of paper that you can sell off, just like wholesaling in a contract. The only difference is just an option, right? And you get some marketing, and you'll be able to do these things. I'm going to share something with you right now. At the end, if you stick around, I'm going to show you how to blow up your phone, email, and text with leads in regards to where sellers are saying, hey, I want to sell my property. We're willing to send those cheat sheets to you. There is a little process to it. It has a 35% response rate. You do 100, 35 people are going to respond, and then you're going to work through those. That's 35 leads that you get to work through, right? You do 200, 300. You do them in a month. You'll have like 437 probably replies. And do the math on that, right? 35% response rate times 4. You're up to 100-something leads in a month with elbow grease. We're also going to turn on some software to you, right? But to get the software, right, obviously, right, is there something attached to it? Yes, you have to become a one-on-one mentee. You become a one-on-one mentee, and we're going to share the software and things of that nature. You come aboard, we're going to have those things set up for you. CRM, we're going to plug in all the text messages that work for you, the RVM, ringless voice message, email, directs, I like to call it sniper mail, right? Direct sniper mail, where you're working down that list first and then only send out a bunch of postcards and letters and things of that nature to people that are actually you're working towards, right? Because you got their phone number, they didn't answer. Ringless voice message, didn't answer. Email, didn't answer, right? So they're going to get hit with these properties. And we're going after distressed properties. Yes, you can go after luxury properties. You can go after duplexes. And once you get a deal, you start building a list, right? As you're building a list of buyers are saying, look, hey, this is what I want. I want large houses for assisted living. I'm looking for 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses for sub-2. Hey, I'm looking for condos for sub-2 with seller finance, as long as some of them are going for the retail stuff, right? 10, 12% all in. Others, like me, I like to have equity. I want equity in a property, but I also want it to cash flow. And I don't want it to cash flow at 100, 150. I want that cash flow to be double. If it's $1,500 in the payment, I want a $3,000 rental payment, right? So at least if something goes bad and I'm renting this thing out, we can still survive and keep the property, right? Hindsight's 20/20. That's if I would have did that, would have rode it out through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and would have had cash flow properties because we bought them so low. So hindsight's 20/20. So we're on a mission to help you and share with you, but at the same time, we're here to do deals, find deals, and build our legacy as well. Cherry pick everything that comes down the wire, partner up in JV with you and others across the United States of America. And if you're watching this and you say, man, I don't want to do all that good stuff. I don't want to pick up a hammer. I just want to write a check. No problem. We do all the work. We write a check and give you a check back and roll your money 2-3 times. Or, we got AHA Capital that's going to be coming out probably the second, third quarter. Check out the website. We're going to be raising capital, yes, to take on what? Multifamily, of course, right? We've been in single family forever. I just haven't pulled the trigger. Yes, we underwrite it. We know about it. We've done it. We worked with it. The bottom line is this. Multifamily, yes, it's happening. Pre-foreclosures are happening. Notes are happening, right? At the same token, it's happening with the single family market, okay? Market's going back and forth and it's shifting. If you have a crystal ball, it's going to happen. 5-6 years, may go up or it may not. May go up and peak and then crash. Got to be prepared, right? Then foreclosures is going to happen. Short sales is going to happen. REOs are going to happen. And then the market is going to bottom out and you're going to have two skill sets. One is going to be creative real estate investing, or you're going to know a lot of people with money, or you're going to have both. If you got both, you're set for life. If you have one or the other, you're good. You'll make it through a few more cycles. Hopefully you keep the information, you keep the data, or you keep the properties. Do not sell them and use them for your legacy, right? Use them to pay for all your passions and things that you want to do in life, right? Because when I grew up, I didn't say, hey, I want to be a real estate. Well, I'm not going to lie. Shit, 14. Real estate came into my life when I was about 14, 15 years old. And I talked my dad into loaning me the money to become my partner. I borrowed $500 from his credit card. Driving my little shitty Datsun that I used to go back and forth to rehearsal. And I said, hey, if you don't give me the money, I'm going to sell my piece of shit car, because this is how serious I am. 2 hours of negotiating with my dad, hard negotiator, wanted all the facts, this and that laid out and blah, 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 devil's advocate. Finally, they said, great, I'll be your partner, 50-50. And that's where a lot of the stuff started. It kept coming back into my life, And it always does. So, it's there for a reason. There's always the good, bad, and the ugly of everything. And it's all ultimately up to you at the end of the day. But we want to help you, shave off 3 to 5 years of bullshit, because that's what's going to happen. Shiny objects. Dealing with someone else who said, oh, yeah, you know what? Maybe not right now, maybe later. The price point, onboarding is a little expensive, compared to what? Compared to $50,000 for videos, PDFs, and someone calling you to reiterate what's in the program already for, hey, did you watch video 179 on negotiating? Awesome. Go do this, go do that, but never going to work with you to do a deal. We've had that happen before, right? A young man from San Diego who moved to Ohio, was in the inner circle thing, $50,000. Awesome, beautiful, year and a half, no deals, can't find inventory. We go into the market with our team within 2 weeks, over 35 different properties that we're looking at. Long story short, he would call and say, yeah, hey, I need some help. I'm in a property, I'm negotiating this deal. Can you help me? Sure. Did you watch video 179 on what? on negotiating. Yes, I did. Awesome. Good luck to you. Dude, hung up the damn phone. Is what it is, right? So that happens a lot because nobody's really going to be working with you. And you can have a group of people inside of a group or a Facebook group with the blind leading the blind, 10, 15% that are probably going to rule it because they're doing what they're doing and everybody else are just, newbies and bird dogs. I get it. Great place to get a bunch of people to figure out and do JV deals, but they're not going to show you how to fish. Little by little, you'll learn little things, right? Hey, how to string this, how to do this. So I want to go catch some trout. Are they going to show you how to set up the whole rig to catch trout, how to work with trout, what type of food, where to go, everything about fishing for trout? No. They're going to say, bring me some leads, bring me some stuff, and we'll go fishing for trout. And if we catch one, boom, then who's going to catch the fish, right? Who's going to set up the rig? Not you, right? They're going to have what they're going to have, and we're going to go and they're going to do what they're going to do, and they're going to, little by little, you'll understand and learn how to do it over a period of time or not. Or you're going to hear, like I hear all the stories, oh, well, I was supposed to get paid, didn't get paid. Oh, this happened and that happened. Oh, well, I was supposed to get paid this, but they pay me this, right? Or, oh, that deal wasn't good enough. I'm not sure. There's some doubt. I'm not sure if they took the deal. I'm not sure if it was not good enough. Do you know how to underwrite deals? No, I don't. Well, how are you going to know what a deal is and what a deal is not? Unless you understand and know how to underwrite deals. We're going to go through all that stuff, right? We're going to pretty much set you up for a business. The goal is to help you build your business along with us and making it reciprocal where you make money, we make money, but you got to show up to the party. It's action-based. If you don't show up to the party, you're not going to learn anything. This is the beautiful thing too. Whatever you learn is in your mind, right? Thoughts are things. The only thing you have control over is your own mind, your own thoughts, and what we are sharing with you, which will be proprietary. So we will paper up we'll go through that process and I'll share that with you, right? But we're going to pull up a QR code in a little bit, make it simple, make it quick. There's no BS here. You either see the value in what's happening, what we're going to do, because there is full marketing, full graphics. You need business cards, letters, postcards, graphics, marketing, all that good stuff. We're going to fully set you up with the CRM, text marketing templates are all going to be plugged in. We're going to go ahead and set up the RVM, ringless voice message, emails, AI, everything that's needed to lead generate in that space. We're also going to share the old school with the new school because those things do work. Door knocking works. Yes, calls work. Building a door knocking team works, right? Going after low hanging fruit, pre-foreclosures, probates, for sale by owners, high equity, tired landlords are all the things that are out there. Yes, right? Where people get frustrated. They're tired of it. And then there's a lot of baby boomers and after baby boomers, right, that have inventory and portfolios and their own unloading pieces of their portfolios. People are shifting and changing, right? So it doesn't matter where you're at, Florida, Ohio, Missouri, Vegas, Tennessee, Montana, Washington, Oregon, California, Northern California. It doesn't matter. Vegas, we can work with you. Doesn't matter, right? The goal is to help you become the expert in your area along with us, because that's how we pay it reciprocal. You're doing deals, we're making money, but we're also expanding in that area in exchange for what we do, right? And all those things that are happening. If we put an hourly rate on that per deal, it would be a lot more than $50,000, I'll tell you that, right? Because of the time we spend with each mentee. At the same token, the goal is to get you up and running in the next 12 months, right? So you're up and running, you got a business, your LLC, all your stuff is rolling. You have, acquisitions, dispo, marketing, round robin. Even if you to say, hey, I got me and a couple of family members, me and a couple of friends, that's fine too, right? Unless you want to scale up. Some people go, I want to scale up and have a full-blown wholesale business. Cool, right? It's like a brokerage. But at the same token, all those wholesale deals that come down the wire, with what we're going to share with you, and we're going to share creative real estate with you, there's going to be sub-2 deals, seller finance deals, option deals, rent-to-own deals, all the creative stuff that's going to come out, because all those wholesale deals, if you just do wholesale, you're leaving tons of money on the table by not utilizing creative real estate investing methods and techniques, even though wholesaling is considered creative real estate investing, because you are signing the contract to someone else. And then you're probably going to cherry pick the good ones, buy, hold, fix, flip, all that good stuff. If you're working with us, we either work them together or cast each other out in one manner or another. You get paid as a bird dog. You get paid as a wholesaler. You can get paid if we fix and flip and buy and hold. Excuse me. If you decide you want to do some multifamily, So excuse me, syndication stuff, no problem. Woo! All right. A lot to be said because we're on a time frame. Got other things to do to rock and roll, so I'm kind of moving quicker and faster. I'm going to pull up some QR codes. I'm going to pull up a couple of things. We do have some schedules here that we do. Join the SUBTO Master Group. If you want to register for the one-on-one mentoring, right there, register for that. And if you're in Southern California, it's even better. But you got to show up to the party. You got to work. You got to do what needs to be done, and you will be successful. You will get deals. We will work deals, and we're going to make a lot of money together, period, right? But you have to show up, okay? So let's keep on rocking. Join the SUBTO. It's the AMP Live Art of the Deal. Yes, creative real estate investing. We do have this. It's rolling, but I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's rolling for the first quarter of January. You want to get a deal, 30 days to a deal. Catch that stream as it comes out. Excuse me. This is our real estate firm, AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others. Across the United States of America, that means buy, sell, fix, flip, SUBTO, traditional, MLS, listings, all that good stuff. It's right there. Go check it out. It's being built. It's always going to be a work in progress because, you know, marketing websites are always a work in progress as we shift and we pivot and we move. Join the VIP buyers list so you can get exclusive deals directly to you. Throw you on the A list and go from there. It's not a bidding war. It's all about whoever writes a check first to get the deal is how that works. If you're looking for deals across the United States of America, if you want to do like a buy order, say I'm looking for 10 properties in, the Inland Empire, no problem. Or we're looking for 15 properties in Tennessee. Whatever it is, we talk, we chat, we get on here, you proof up, and we proof up by putting money into locating these properties, working these deals, and then selling them to you. It's almost like a soft commitment for you. If you're looking for 5 or 10 or 15, you got a few $1 million. We'll make it happen. We're going to put in, it's not going to cost you anything. We're going to get in, we're going to find these deals, and we'll sell them to you, wholesale them to you, JV them, work them together, whatever it is. And whatever our resources will be your resources, right? Hard money, private money, conventional, FHA, VA, Freddie, Fannie Mac, right? As well as the listing side and the buying side and then the public sector, right? I'm going to share all of my knowledge with you and others that I work with will be working with you, right? To show you creative real estate investing so you can shave off 3 to 5 years of spinning your freaking wheels, right? Because it's a beautiful thing. Having a mentor is priceless. If I had to put a price tag on my mentor, it's about $500,000 because that's what he made from me. And I made a little fraction on the wholesale deals, right? Little cash check here and there, and whatever he did not buy, I sold to my A-list. I'm going to share that with you. When you get deals, real buyers will come to the table. And when real buyers come to the table, right, then you're going to have to vet them, qualify them, and then figure out what they're looking for, sell them that deal. If they're not interested in that deal, then guess what? We're gonna go find deals for them, right? I'm looking for deals in Orange County, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, whatever. Go find them inventory. Do your job, spend some money, and find them some properties and inventories and build that relationship with them. And there'll be some deals to the point where you're going, I don't want to do the deal, but they'll loan you money. Hence what? Building your private money bank. See, it's like a puzzle. It all comes together over time. And that's what AMP Live, the American Mentee program, the selection one-on-one mentoring program is all about. Because there's nobody out there that's going to do the one-on-one mentoring, especially for the hard costs that we're doing. We're going to honor that for 2023, 2024, by what? I believe it's Thursday, a couple of days. It's going to double. All right. And we'll share that with you. I have no qualms about it. I'm just going to share you a couple of cheat sheets. I'll share some cheat sheets with you and go through that. So we got what else we got here? Obviously, the AMP Live Real Estate Show. This is part of the AMP Live Real Estate Show for entertainment purposes, right? Hopefully, it's entertaining. Hopefully, you get a bunch of information, some value information, things of that nature. Go to, I'll have a hashtag a little bit later, which is Get Erick Paul. Watch all the videos and stuff. We're on YouTube and all that good stuff. We're not pushing it a lot, but hey, I get it. Internet marketing peeps telling me we got to push it, funnels, all that good stuff. I get all that stuff. Maybe I'm just hard-nosed and, everybody's pushing to do different, pushing me to do different things, put out the course and this and that. So that stuff is happening. AHA University, AHA Capital, first quarter, second quarter will be dropping all that good stuff. But right now, in its simplest essence, right, it's one-on-one mentoring, taking on a few people and hitting it hard to do deals throughout the United States of America, including our own backyard with this beautiful freaking view out here of the valley in Southern California. This is where we're going to be rocking. This is where we're at. The grass is just as green on this side of the fence on the grass that I'm standing on, period, right? Because if you can't do deals in your own backyard, how are you going to do them anywhere else, right? You got to have boots on the ground. You got to understand what needs to be done. You have to understand how to work these deals, right? How to negotiate. The magic is in you. We're going to build you up first 30 days, and then we'll get into tech and start building all that up. So trust me, the first 30 days, you'll learn how to wholesale, or at least you'll learn how to talk to sellers. And some people may take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. It took me 4 months to get my first deal. It took me about 16 to 18 months just to figure out, is this a real business? Can I do this business? Let me get my marketing together and put one website together, another website together for inventory, one for sellers, one for buyers. What type of verbiage, what type of emails, what type of contracts, what type of scripts do I need? It was just a long freaking process. And then test. This works. No, that doesn't work. Yes, this works. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Fail forward. I get it. You can do that, or you find yourself a mentor. Of course, when I found my mentor, I brought tremendous value to him, but I also had an apparatus, and I was already fired up, and I was already doing some deals here and there. So, this does not matter. It doesn't matter where you're at on that scale. You're right here or you're right here, right? We'll be able to work together because we are experts. I'm an expert in creative real estate investing. It's my jam, negotiating, all those things. I'm going to share those awesome things with you, right? Because once it's shared with you and it's in your mind, nobody can take it away from you. It's almost like having a superpower. And once you learn it, you can share it with others or not. Last cycle, shared it with nobody. Zippity-doo-dah, nobody. Files, nobody. Nothing on the computers, nothing in the office except for the secretary to collect checks for rent. And that's it. Runners that come in to go put up, signage and lock boxes and, run paperwork around, and that's it. And little bullpen in the back, calls, lead generation, whatever needed to be done, online, offline, whatever. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the business, right? But now it's a lot not easier. There's a lot more shit. There's a lot more noise, put it that way. And there's a lot more monkeys in the barrel trying to get the same shit, right? So you go that route, we're going this route. So if you want to come with us and go this route, we're already forging a path, and we'll forge a bigger path, and we'll keep on rocking because we know where we want to go. And you want to be part of that, then we got a QR code. Click that link, and we'll get working together. This is also, I want to share this with you. First trust deed investing, super important. That's how everybody does. That's private money, right? Brokers broker each other's private money, and that's what a hard money loan is, right? First trust deed. They're going to pay the loan. They want a couple of points. They want an interest rate. They want payments, and then a broker's going to come in and broker it, get a point or two, do the paperwork, get it all done, and they keep on doing it, right? So brokers usually have investors that want to loan money. That's how it works. Or you can do private money. Hey, I got a $300,000 property here. It's going to cost about $475 all out the door, and there's equity here to protect your investment. First trust deed investing, private money investor, private money bank. When you have deals and credibility, which we're going to help you build and get, plus you'll piggyback on our resources, you'll piggyback on our brand and things of that nature in the beginning, or we'll just help you build out your brand, whatever it is, because we're going to have a game plan. When you come aboard and you get that welcome email, synopsis of what's going to transpire, and then it's going to go, hey, I want to know from you. What do you want to happen the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, right? I also want to know what's going to happen the first month, second month, third month, 6 months. What are your 1 year goals? What are your 2 year goals? Do you have 5 and 10 year goals? If you do, share them with us. Because when you come aboard, everything is going to be secure and private. And there's paperwork that we got to do, disclosures, right? Confidentiality agreements, NC&Ds, a Mentee agreement, all that. This is the real deal. We're partnered up to do deals, and we got to make it reciprocal. There's nothing out there on the planet like what we do. And I'm going to share that with you on how that works. All we got to do is click the link down below, click the AMP Live survey, and we'll chit-chat and talk. If you're like, hey, like the first people that I talked about, right? The investors who saying, or people that are saying, hey, where do I sign up? Where do I send the money? Or are you going to be the second batch, right? You're going, oh, I'm not sure, your whole life and my family's in your hands and blah, 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 blah. The second, probably not, is not going to be fit for you, right? The first one, yes, because you know what you want, you're a business owner, or you know that, hey, you're tired of spinning your wheels and you've already went through this and got beat up. We've had a lot of mentees that come aboard and spend $3,000. $6,000, $10,000, 26. We had one at $36,000 plus, and got everything set up, spun their wheels for 3 to 6 months. Nothing. They come aboard and work with us, and they go, man, I wish I would have knew what I knew now, and you're telling me things that they didn't tell me, and then they come back and say, hey, I want to, we'll help you. Another $10,000 for a coach. Well, a coach is not a mentor, right? We're going to be in the trenches with you. We're going to help negotiate these deals with you. We're going to be on the contracts together or not. Totally up to you or us. We're not quite sure. But usually you are. It's totally up to you. Some people don't because they got whatever. I'm not going to, it's none of my business, right? I'll leave it at that, and we'll keep on rocking and rolling and move forward, okay? So what else we got here? Follow us on Facebook. Just a little bit of housekeeping. You can go to AMP VIP EP. And also, we got the AHA University coming in 2024. Amplify the art of the deal. Take your business to new heights. I truly believe in that. AMP, right? AMP is PMA, spelled backwards, right? PMA, spelled backwards, is AMP. So obviously, there's a connection there, divine connection, whatever you want to call it. AHA, aha moments. It's our credo. It's what we do. Subliminal or subconscious, whatever you want to call it, but that's what it is. It's there. So, we're sticking to it. So at the same token, you can hashtag get Erick Paul live. Watch all the videos, history of what I'm about, what we do, what our mission statement is, what we're wanting to do with you and others across the United States of America. We're not out to help everybody. We cannot help everybody, but if we can help a couple of people as we move forward into the future, right? Because then it helps you and it helps your other family members. Then it's a trickling effect. Then there is a true legacy at the end of the day, whether anybody remembers me when I die or what I have or what I've done, it doesn't matter, right? It's one of those things that lasts forever by touching certain people throughout the United States of America or the world, right? One at a time. And we keep moving forward, and hopefully we do our part for America. You do your part for America. Go out and help your fellow American. Go out and help some people yourself. I get it. If you're struggling, having issues, hey, keep on praying, keep on chunking, keep on rocking and rolling. You got to stay positive with the positive mental attitude, and you just keep moving forward, right? Keep on punching, as Mr. Sylvester Stallone says, right? Look at that guy. He's a success, right? Who would have thought, right? With all the things that went on. It is what it is, okay? So there's all the stories that are out there. Everybody has a story, and I love it when people share their stories with me. It's always awesome. So I'm going to go ahead. See, we got the art of the deal, real estate show. I'm going to go ahead and put this QR code in here, and this is for the one-on-one mentoring. I believe it should be. Oh, that's the wrong one, right? We need the big ones down here. Okay, so that's the one-on-one mentor. Scan that right up there. You can scan that right there. Probably should be right there. Boom. Lock in your spot. And I believe we got lock in your spot now. Register. Where is it at? Come on now. Oh, is it down here? Let me get it for you. I think that's it. Is that the QR code? Should be. Now, that should either take you to Stripe or it's going to take you to the survey. I'm not sure. We'll find out, right? We'll just go ahead and scan this. Like I said, it's live and uncut. I'm going to scan that real quick. I'll share some of the cheat sheets you're going to get before we wrap. I want to make sure this is it. Okay. Yep. So this is going to go to what the hard costs now. Never advertise, and I'm not into that. But it's going to change after 2024. It's going to double, right? So you're like, what the heck did I get? Well, $50,000 for videos and PDFs, or it could be $36,000 for videos and PDFs in the Facebook group with the blind lady and the blind and all that other good stuff and kumbaya. But this kumbaya only lasts for so long. It's like getting married or going on a date, and you go out with the chick, and it's awesome for 6 months to a year. After that, there's usually issues, depending on what people say and how the relationship is going, right? It just is what it is, right? So you dig in, you move forward, or you move and change, or you pivot. Unless you find someone that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, okay? And that's hopefully this with the business, right? It's a long-term relationship. We're not looking for wham, bam, thank you, ma'ams. This is a true opportunity. When the door of opportunity knocks or you knock it down, you rock and roll, you move forward, right? That's what this is. Scan that QR code. I believe it's right there. Let me do it. Maybe it's this finger, this one right there. Scan the QR code, right? That's the hard cost. That's what it's going to last for 6 months. 6 months of one-on-one mentoring. We're going to partner up for 6 deals for the next 12 months. And we're going to either do wholesale deals. It's going to be bird dog stuff, fix and flip, buy and hold, whatever it is. Want to go to multifamily. We're going to stick with single family the first 3 months. If you want to pivot and start doing some other stuff, we will. But we got to lay the foundation first, build out the verticals of marketing first, right? First 30 days, we're going to show you, right? Mindset, how to break down a deal to make sure you know what a deal is and what a deal looks like and smells like. So you understand how to get your ARV, how to get the repairs, how to get the offer 1, 2, and 3, how to go through the whole process, right? Of cash now, SUBTO, options, all that good stuff. And then we're going to show you how to do what? Role play, how to talk to the sellers, right? Because your lead gen page is going to be built out for you. Now you can have it any way you want. We're going to build it out. It's going to be, whatever it is, Jim or Ray or Joe or Mike or Lewis, or Tom at National Solutions or Americans Helping Americans in the beginning, because that's how we're going to track everything. You can feel free to build your own and start doing your stuff, but you don't need to spend 10, 15, 20,000 bucks on websites and pay-per-click and all that other bullshit. Eventually you're going to need it or not, depending on what your model is. That's what the micro goal list is for, right? Because we're going to put that together and you fill out all those benchmarks and what you want to achieve. Then we got a target. Once we have a target, then we can achieve these things and go in that direction. But the program is the program. We'll move as fast or as slow as you need to go, right? Because we're not going to move forward if you don't understand the concept or you don't understand what needs to happen. Then we're not moving forward. We're going to stay there until you got it down or until you show up and make things happen. And if you don't, then shame on you, because then you're just wasting your time. You're wasting your family's time, wasting everybody's time. At the end of the day, you need to show up, put in the time, just like anything else, right? What's Jordan, all these athletes, musicians, they put in the time to become experts. They put in more time to become experts and beat out the other experts because they spend more time becoming an expert, right? That's what needs to happen. Or not. You can still do it, right? Because you're piggybacking working with us. But at the end of the day, you got to show up to the party. We're going to do live role play. I'm going to show you how to work with the seller and how to get a seller to tell you everything from birth until now. I'm going to show you how to get into a phone call and on a call to be able to get into that property while others are still having a hard time on the damn phone trying to get information from them, right? Or trying to throw those shit offers right out spaghetti at the wall and trying to make offers and then losing those deals, right? By not paying it forward and by not using some of amplifying the art of the deal by building a relationship. You're going to make more money belly to belly. You're going to make more money by building a relationship with these people. And you can do all of it, but build that apparatus first. Then if you want to build spaghetti on the wall, we can help you with that. You can do that. That's what automation is for, right? Quality over quantity. Quality first, and that's where you're going to learn. We're going to build. And then you have all this quantity. That's what the systems are for. That's what text is for. That's what Ringler's voice message is for, right? That's what the appointments and all that good stuff is for. Other bodies, dispo, acquisitions, callers, plug in people, plug in friends and family. We're going to show you how to do all that good stuff, right? But we got to start somewhere. That's what this one-on-one mentoring program is all about. It's been designed to work. It's battle tested. It works if you just show up and make it happen. And yes, is it a business? Of course it is. You got to have some money to work with, right? Yes, you got to come aboard, take care of the hard cost. And you got to have a couple of bucks to work with. It's not going to kill you. What is text? Unless you're doing 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 text messages and calls. Is that going to cost money? Of course. That's spaghetti at the wall. You can eventually do that once you start doing deals, closing deals, put money back in your business. Doing deals, closing deals, put money back in your business, right? And keep on rolling. Then you can start expanding and growing, right? Then you get some of that corporate credit where the banks are giving out those interest-free credit cards, right? And you got a lot of people right now, hey, pay us a couple $1,000 and this and that, and we'll get you 50, 100, 200,000 so you can use it on what? Real estate or your business or whatever. Get it, right? They make money on the back end, right? 5, 10% or whatever. But that's how they get paid. And they'll show you how to do it, or they'll do it for you, or they'll do it with you. It's awesome stuff. We're going to plug in some of that stuff for you when you're ready for it, because we've vetted some of these people. Only want to work with the ones that we feel that are really going to deliver and be here through the next cycle. Because when the market starts taking a shit, the banks will lock up everything and that shit goes away. That whole business goes away, right? So trust me, got to do it right, maneuver correctly. Writing's on the wall, crystal ball. We'll share those things with you and us. If you want to do the real estate side and the brokerage side and agent side, or join a brokerage, right? We can do that too. But I'm not going to get too much into that. It's the one-on-one mentoring. Scan that QR code. Take care of the hard cost. I'm going to share some of the cheat sheets just for sticking around. I'm getting ready to do that. We're going to talk about how to blow up your phone, and email, and text with leads, and sellers that want to sell. Some simple templates. You do get the software, right? You're going to get the software for free when you come aboard. but take care of the 2023 hard costs. We're honoring that for the next couple of days, 48 hours. Unless it changes, I doubt it, but that's where we're going because, you know, hey, 2024 is here, and every year, right, we've already postponed it for almost a month. Every year it goes up at least a third. But this time it's going up 100% almost, right? Or a little, maybe 80%, right? So it's going to change. That's only because want to make sure we're selecting the right people. We're getting you set up with the full-blown business to a degree, right? And getting you up and running. You got to have those funds and all that stuff to put together to do what we need to do with marketing. At the same token, we're going to be in it to win it. And we're going to do deals, fix, flip, buy, hold. Your first deal might be a sub-2 deal. It might be a fix and flip. Even if you've never done one, it does not matter, right? Because we're going to be here with you. Doesn't matter where you're at in the United States of America. You can be in Tennessee. You can be in Vegas. You can be in Montana. You can be in a place where there's only 7,000 people. It does not matter. We're going to help you become an expert in that area. And it shouldn't be that far to go to another town anyways and go gobble up some of those deals, right? But we're here to help you based on what you want to achieve and learn, whether it's 1 deal, 2 deal, 3 deals a month, a quarter, a year, or is it maybe 20, 30, 40, 50? Totally up to you, right? Obviously, you got to have the funds to make those deals happen. We will put together and construct a game plan with you, the AMP Live game plan, based on what you put into that welcome email, okay? And we'll go from there. All right, so first and foremost, scan that QR code. We're going to go, I'm going to share some of these with you. Let me pull the first one up. Got a cheat sheet for you. And just FYI, here we go. And I'll share the hard cost, bring it up, and share everything that you get. At the end of the day, when we're working together and we're really good, that's the goal, is to do deals. That's where the money's at. Deals, 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 deals. And we're vamping that up for sub-2 buyouts, AHA capital coming out next quarter, raising capital and all that good stuff to do more deals. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Ready? So here we go. Here's the first one. So this is what you call buyer cheat sheet, right? How to vet buyers. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. There we go. Okay. That's page 1. So how to vet buyers, super important, right? So this is kind of jumping ahead. So I think that's the wrong one. Let me go down here. I'm going to go actually scroll way down here and share a little bit about AHA. And then we're going to share these cheat sheets with you. I'm going to share more than one. We're going to share actually surfing for deals and how to find deals. And I'm going to share with you how to break down deals. You're going to get that cheat sheet. And then the third part is going to be vetting buyers. Because when you got a deal, and well, first of all, hunting deals. And then when you get those deals, you got to know what to do with those deals, right? And how to underwrite them. And then when you know how to underwrite them and you got a deal, real buyers will come out of the woodwork. So you have to vet them. I will tell you, here's a pro tip for you. 7 out of 100 are real buyers. The rest are wholesalers, newbies, tire kickers, people who maybe know other buyers that have buyers with cash, some of them that are sharing other people's proof of funds. There's all kinds of crazy stuff out there. So you have to weed out all the ones that are not going to serve you and put those 5 to 7 in your database. Work with them. Find them deals. If they sell, if they buy this deal, awesome. Go get them some more. If that deal doesn't work for them, then find them more deals, right? With their buying criteria, because you need to know exactly. And don't fall for, oh, just find me a deal. Send me everything you have. Yeah, right. Give me a break, right? Why would I send you everything and you're not going to take down everything? It's a waste. Now, it's not the best use of your time, or whoever you're working with, your time, or even our time at the end of the day. You want to be working with people. You narrow it down. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Quantity you can always put in your CRM, right? Your automation, your text, your ring this voice message, this, that. Eventually they'll raise their hand and say, oh, I'm willing to talk to you now because I'm done hiding behind email or text, right? Or I just want to get a deal. I want to get a deal. I want to get a deal. A lot of people out there, agents, brokers, investors, all that good stuff, right? They all want what they want, but they don't want to play in the rules, right? Or they want to follow their own rules, right? They're too stubborn to know any better. It happens. All right, so here we go. AHA, Americans Helping Americans, right? That was born several years ago. There's the AMP Live story. I'm not going to get too deep on it, right? Obviously, I'm Erick Jimenez. You got my story. This has obviously changed. 19 years experience. I got started 2003, and I partnered up with people to put these companies together and do what needs to be done. We are AHA, Americans Helping Americans. You already know our credo, which is one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. Do our part to get America back on track. I'm not going to go through this whole spiel here, but it's just to kind of share with you what we're about and who we are. We are family-based. We believe in helping other families and all that good stuff, right? So that is where we're coming from in a nutshell. Okay. That appeals to you, great. If it doesn't, I'm not here to judge you. And same here, right? Whoever you are, what you do, it does not matter, right? It's not my place to judge. All right. So, what do we do? Well, we mentor and train people. We do deals and all this crazy stuff. As I always say, you're going to learn how to do this stuff too. But I'm not going to, let me go here and shut that down. And I'm going to go all the way to the end real quick. We're already at 50 minutes. Okay, I'm going to share some of this stuff with you, right? And what you get with us is a one-on-one mentoring for the next 6 months. It's plug and play, right? We usually can get you onboarded within 24 to 72 hours because we still use humans and human beings to get you all set up and fired up. Onboarding. We'll give you you're gonna get all the marketing, emails, lead generation pages, microsites, surfing for deals to explode your phone and email with live leads in minutes, right? We're gonna help you blow that up. Plus, we're gonna turn you on to the software that others have paid $2,500 for, and we're gonna show you how to use it. You can save $15,000 to $25,000 in startup funds because this is a business. Okay, you're gonna piggyback on the national brands. And we're going to go ahead and here's some of the stuff in the marketing, right? We're going to rebrand some of the stuff, or you can take it and rebrand it and structure it however you want with your brand, but the wording and take the verbiage is fine because you signed up to do that. And usually it's a full page one. And these are offline and online marketing graphics, right? You got business cards. You're going to have a half page one. This is an awesome one. It's there's two graphics. You can send it up as a postcard. You can cut it in half and give it to your team out there to, if they're going to be door knocking or hitting properties or mailers and things of that nature, right? Rebranded with your name, your telephone number, and your unique URL. Unless you have your own domain, we'll set it up however we need to based on your goals. And you will get direct access to our emails, my emails, phones, resources, going to stay connected, okay? We're not going to leave you on your own. You're not going to be by yourself. If it's a Saturday or Sunday and we got deals that we got to work, guess what? We're going to show up to the party. You have to show up to the party. Don't give me, I saved my weekends for my family and stuff, right? Especially if you're trying to get involved in this business. I get it. Might not be for you, right? But if that's the case, you can still, people have done it. Oh, okay. And then they end up doing what? Losing a deal because they didn't show up to the party. We're not here to do the whole thing for you. It's a done with you program. You got to show up. You got to do the work. You got to do some leg work, right? We're just here to make sure that it gets facilitated and that you learn and understand and ask questions and then get it to close of escrow, right? But you got to put in, I always say, hey, you get paid for what you do. Everybody should get paid for what they do, even though in the first couple of deals, we'll probably be doing 90% of the work. So we should be getting a 90-10 split, but that's not what we're going to be doing. Okay. We're doing a different type of split for you at the end of the day. But after you learn it, that's where the magic happens, right? Something that nobody can take away from you. All right, so you're going to have mortgage and real estate services in Southern California and throughout the United States of America because we vamped that up with the boutique real estate brokerage where we can take on agents and bring on agents anywhere in the United States of America and even other countries. We can get into that, but I'm not going to dive deep into it. If you're interested in that, definitely reach out. Opportunity, yes, joint venture. We only joint venture with our mentees. So we don't joint venture with people that are on the outside unless we know they can bring value or they're business owners. And we're going to paper up and there's some value on both sides. They got money, we got deals. Or it's a wholesaler kicking ass and they're spending money on this and that, but having a hard time, then we'll do it. Unless you come aboard the one-on-one mentoring program where we don't JV with anybody, unless you're in with us and vice versa, we're with each other, right? I always say you're either in or you're out. If you're in, stay and stay forever. If not, then get out. All right, opportunity. We want you to succeed because if you succeed, right, and there is nothing else like it. If you succeed, we succeed. You make money, we make money, right? And it's for the long term. This is not a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am type thing. It's not a get rich quick business. This is for the long term. We're going to be in this business for a couple more cycles and hopefully you will as well. If not, I get it. It is what it is, not for everybody. Okay, what else we got here? Even more benefits, right? So obviously there's going to be testimonials and things of that nature, that you can see. There's Steven, spent $20,000 for the legacy program, another $5,000 to get set up in the business. And then they want to charge them another $10,000 to say, hey, we'll come out, set you up in your business for 5 or 6 days. And I said, well, what happens then? Nothing. So that sucks, right? And you're going to spend all that money. I always say, hey, $50,000 bucks. I'll show you how to buy 5 properties in Ohio, right? Maybe $50,000, depending on the reinstatement fees in California. We could probably take a deal down, right? So leverage, creative real estate investing. He saw some videos. Didn't take very long. First 20 minutes, boom, how do I come aboard? This is how you do it. Take care of the hard costs. Scan that QR code. Boom, came aboard. He wanted to build a portfolio, 1 house at a time, do some wholesaling. He got his first property in 60 days. Went FHA, fucking beat the shit out of the one that rehabbed the property, right? Because it did a shitty job. Got the property about $60,000, $70,000 below market value. Got his first property, cool, hanging out, did what he needed to do with his dog, fireplace. Rest history. Amen. Congratulations to that gentleman, right? Awesome. Steven did what he needed to do, and God bless him, right? So it can happen. Doesn't matter where you're at or what you want to do. See what else we got here. Yeah, patients from Temecula, people in Florida, California, Indiana, Mr. Brett, rockstar guy, right? Mr. Actor here, right? Looks like an actor, cool dude. He should see his video. I don't think it'll play, but it's pretty awesome. He got his first deal was he wanted to learn how to wholesale. He went to he did $20,000, the clever thingy or whatever, I believe it was, in 8, 9, 10 months, still spinning his wheels, couldn't figure out how to wholesale. And we came together, worked together, did a deal. His first deal was a wholesale contract, but then moved it into SUBTO, subject to existing financing. Awesome thing. But at the end of the day, our results are tested and genuine, and they're battle tested, yes. Okay? So scan that QR code. Let's rock and roll. We see this video floating around. Take the challenge today. It's more than just a challenge, right? This is going to change your life if you show up to the party and do what you need to do. One more. What do we got here? See what's left. All right. So here it is. Amp Live. Join Amp Live. Watch all the videos. Let's do what we need to do. I'm going to go ahead and share this cheat sheet with you real quick. But scan that QR code and let's rock. All right. So here's a cheat sheet for repairs and rehab, right? So we're going to share that with you and how that works. Because once you find a deal and you're surfing for deals, right, we're going to share that with you. There's going to be some templates. You copy and paste the templates, and you're going to get about a 30-35% response rate with texts, emails, and calls and all that good stuff. Going to blow your phone up with sellers who want to sell. But then you got to figure out, well, shit, what do I do? You get the address. Now you got to underwrite it. You got to figure out the repairs, the ARV, offer 1, 2, and 3, right? Then you got to go through the whole process, right? So there is a lead gen page that we like to use, and that acts as a script. It acts as the art of the deal. It acts as, yes, getting the seller to tell you everything from birth until now, tie downs, getting those yeses, right? 3 magical questions, asking them questions that need to happen, right? And then scale of 1 to 10, closing up the call, right? So there's a process, if you notice this, right? You can half-ass it and say, I'm just going to do it my own way. I did that shit too and didn't get any deals until I started doing it my mentor's way. Then I shut the fuck up, put the contract down, put a pin down, said exactly what he said, plus some stuff I learned psychologically from some books I read. Picked up the pen, signed the contract, boom, rinse and repeat. I got a template. That's how I do it from now on, right? Until it changes and shifts. Beautiful thing, right? You're not going to learn that unless you go through a bunch of shit. But you have to go and understand the process, okay? Sorry for the S-bomb. No, I'm not sorry. It is what it is. All right, so here we go. Page 2. Is the rest of it. Every area is going to be a little bit different, whether you're dealing with labor, whether you're dealing with a contractor, you're going to subcontract, whether it's luxury properties, if it's in Laguna Beach, is it San Bernardino, is it Texas, is it Vegas, is it North, is it South? They're all going to have those demographics. When I got started, Antelope Valley, I knew military blocks from the east side to the west side, right? I can tell you and be within $5,000 or $10,000 of my ARV without even looking up the damn address. I just knew where the block was, where the properties were, what type of properties. Was it an older property, newer property? Give me the age and when it's built. Boom, no problem, right? That means you become the expert. From this side of the railroad tracks to that side of the railroad tracks, west side is always best, obviously. Get more money. We're going to share that with you. And then I'm going to go ahead and share this with you and close this one out. How to break down deals, right? Here's your ARV. You got to figure out these things. These are simple templates that we're going to share with you with some examples on how to break down those deals. We're going to, if you sign up today, well, obviously you're going to get all this, but even if you don't, just do the Amp Live survey. As long as you do the Amp Live survey and we have a chit chat, then we're going to send these cheat sheets to you. Okay. Let's move to the next one. That's page one. Let's move the page. That is one page right there. And obviously you're going to need what? Keywords when you're surfing for deals, right? For the MLS, Zillow, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. Those are all people where they're advertising. You want to go where people are advertising. They're saying, I got a property for sale. 9 times out of 10, there's a reason why it's not listed. But eventually, after about maybe what? I think it's 80, 85% actually get listed anyways, right? So you got to get, probably the 15, 20% is the off-market stuff if you're good enough to get those negotiated deal, but there's always something wrong with it. Maybe they repairs, $50,000, they don't got the money. Or they think they can sell. I sold 5 properties my whole lifetime. I'm 85 years old. I could do this myself. No problem, right? Or they don't want to disclose all the problems and the issues. Oh, there was a leak, but they're not going to tell anybody. And I don't want to have to go through the MLS and the agent. Then they're going to do an inspection. I want to sell it as is. Or it could be, hey, my dad died 10 years ago and I have a death certificate and, and shit, I want to sell the property and I'm going to have to go through probate. How can I do this a different way? There's all kinds of reasons why somebody wants to sell, right, themselves. And most likely 9 times out of 10, there's what? A distress situation of some sort. There's some situation that's going to call for an investor, right? Hello, knock, knock. That's what that means, okay? So go for it. Make it happen. All right, so we're going to have all these keywords, a bunch of keywords, 2 pages worth, right? So you will never, ever run out of leads. If you run out of leads, you're full of shit. Guarantee it. Happens every time. Because when they say, oh, there's no leads here, everybody's posting the same stuff. The agents are doing this, right? We go in and we find a bunch of deals. Within a couple of minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, where'd you see that? Where'd you see that? Where'd you see that? Oh, my computer's different. It's not showing. It's all bullshit. The bottom line means that you're not doing it. If you don't do it, you're not going to get leads. I guarantee it works in every city, every county, and every state, right? You just got to do it. You're going to tell me where websites are, bringing in like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of hits and views, that it's going to be the same shit every time? It's not. There's always going to be that golden nugget. You're looking for that juicy deal in the pile that's in there, and you're going to use some software. You're going to teach you how to do it manually, but then we're going to show you how to use some software. You're going to plug in some software that makes it very easy, right? And there's different things you can do with it. I'm not going to get into that either, but that's going to be part of your bonus and part of what you'll get when you come aboard. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shut that down. We're going to move to the next one here, right? This is going to be your buyer cheat sheet. How to vet buyers. Super, super important, because now that you have a deal, real buyers are going to come to what? How do I find buyers? Yeah, you can do all the same stuff online. You can do all that good stuff. Try to hunt for them. Do some data. But best way to do it, the way we do it, is we put together a carrot, flyer, text, carrot, email, carrot. Carrot is just that, right? It's a carrot to get the horse to go bite, right? It's what we do. No, we don't disclose addresses, because then that would create daisy chains and copy and pasters. You don't know how many. It happens now. We put out deals and people scrub it out, change the videos and screenshots, take out our number and take out Mentee's numbers and reposition, and then go post it in social media and Facebook groups, and getting a bunch of hits, and then it just gets crazy. It's okay. That's how you filter everything out. Give me the address. Give me the address. Give me the address. No, NC&D and a phone call and proof of funds, and you get the address. Get on the VIP buyers list, because we don't know who you are. Look, you're in control. We're going to show you how you can be in control, because we're in control, right? He who has the bag of gold makes the rules, not the one with the money, not the one who says they have buyers and all that other good shit. Doesn't matter. The bottom line is vetting them, and you decide. We're going to decide together, or you decide if you're in the business by yourself. Here's a pro tip: if you want to work with them or not, right? Period. Look for the red flags. We'll share that with you, okay? So you got to vet the buyers. They got to tell you what they're looking for. Hey, I'm looking for 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses. I want, some cash flow. I'm going to maybe fix and flip. Here's what I'm looking for. Major fix and flip, rehab them, cool, adding value, not adding value, cosmetic, doesn't matter. You're going to figure it out, right? Where do you need to be? About $50,000 a deal, $35,000 a deal, or is it 10%, 7%, 15%? When you get into the 20, 25, and 30%, those are unicorns. If you got them, cool. If you want to sell it to them, mark that shit up, because it's a juicy deal. Or bring them to us. We'll buy them from you. We'll work them together, and we'll JV and make a lot more money, right? Fix and flip. Or buy and hold. right? Those are what we call unicorns. You'll find those maybe one a quarter, unless you're pushing a lot of volume and a lot of marketing dollars and you got a staff. Those juicy ones will come down the wire, right? The unicorns will come more so than the one a quarter, depending on how much volume we're pushing, if that makes sense for you salespeople out there. So, super important to vet. We're going to send you a cheat sheet. We have a cheat sheet. We go through it. We role play through it. Once you understand it and you know it, then you're just going to get these people. All you need is 5 juicy buyers that have cash that want deals, right? 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 deals. They got $500,000, $2 million, 200,000. Doesn't matter what they're looking for, good credit, whatever. They're real buyers. They proofed up. You sent them NC&D. They signed it. They sent you proof of funds, right? You send them 1 deal, 2 deals, 3 deals. If they bite, awesome. If they don't, move them to the B list, which is like the second page of Google. It happens, right? But those are real buyers. And then you want to continue to keep on rolling with new buyers, because new buyers do what? They're human beings. They go through divorce. They die. They lose their money. Shit happens. Bankruptcy. All kinds of shit can happen. So you got to keep on always bringing those new buyers to the table. All right? So let's go with page 2 real quick. It's part of the vetting process. We show you how to put the NC&D and all that good stuff. Of course, when you come aboard, you get, hey, contracts, agreements, NC&D agreements, R3 pager, 1 pager, addendums. You're going to get the whole SUBTO package, but only when you do a deal, right? When you do a deal, then we work on that specific deal so you can learn it and then rinse and repeat. So you never know what type of deal you're going to be getting, and then we're going to work on it. That's the beauty of what we're doing. If you just want to do wholesale, no problem. That's what we'll work on. You just want to do SUBTO, then that's what we'll work on. But we're going to put it on the table saying, hey, this could be SUBTO and it could be wholesale at the same time, right? So you just don't know until you don't know. And you don't know what you don't know until you do. All right, so anyways, let me go ahead and toss that out there. I'm going to switch this up, turn that off. Let's put my mug back up in here. So go ahead and scan that. Scan that QR code right there, okay? And like I said, I've never done this. I don't do this, and we don't do this, which is advertised. It is in the general public. It's not right now. It's just this is what it is, right? So here's a full hour of juiciness. Click that link or scan that QR code. Take care of the hard cost for 2023. It's being honored all the way up until the 1st of February. After that, it's going to double. Usually it goes up a third, which is about $4 or $5 grand. I think it's $4 or $5 grand. It's actually going to go up to $19,189. And that is a full-blown business. It's still the best deal in town because of it's not just videos and PDFs in the Facebook group with the blind, leading the blind. No, it is a full-on business with one-on-one mentoring. Our goal is to help you become successful in your area because it's a reciprocal thing here, right? We know that, hey, you're going to be around for a while. We're going to do deals together, bring it part of the core. Hey, we're going to have lunch, family, make it one, right? Make it that core. That's what this is about for this. And we're only taking on so many people for the selection process, and it is a selection process for whatever reason. After we're done, it's just not a good fit. It's okay. We'll leave money on the table. Wouldn't be the first time by turning down money from mentees or business owners or even deals from sellers and buyers and all that good stuff, because if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. Red flags pop up. It's not worth the headaches, not worth the BS, not worth the drama. Not into that, right? We're all about moving forward and rocking and rolling together and making it reciprocal. If you can appreciate that, integrity, loyalty, and communication. Integrity and loyalty will never be broken from us, only by others, because we've been burned in the past. Communication, yes, can break down from you and from us because we got families. We're only human beings. We get sick. We got kids. Things happen. The communication component can be repaired. Integrity and loyalty can never be repaired. Once they're broken and they're shattered, right? Had that happen recently with, gentleman I thought who was a good person wasn't. It happens, right? And they just throw on the gravy and bring you to their home and serve up food, the whole family and shit, all bullshit, until they get what they want. And then like, oh, okay. Double step. That's not what it says, not what it said, not what it said. Bullshit. None of that. We don't do any of that. Trust me, right? I got a mind like a steel trap. The process is the process, right? Negotiating is what I do. I will never promise you something that I cannot deliver or give to you. It will happen one way or a frickin' another, right? Period. And if it's in writing, we're going to make that shit happen, right? And even then, if something happens, we massage, we work it out. It's not the first one to pull out the gun and say, oh, fuck, pay me or I'm going to shoot you or whatever, right? It's bullshit. It doesn't work that way. We're here to help you, right? Think of it as like the Avengers, right? We're the Avengers, and we got our backs against the world and people, right? Because the world has changed and shifted. We get in, we work together, and we kick everybody's ass. We destroy everybody around us if they need it, or we help the ones that want it, and we bring them up, positive mental attitude, kill all the enemy, negative attitude, people, and things that are out there. Because if you're all rolling together and we're moving forward in that direction, right, then nothing can stop you, nothing can stop us, nothing can stop us all together as a collective soul. Rock and roll and all that you do. If you have any questions, scan that QR code. Take care of the hard costs. Let's rock and roll while you can for 2023. I mean, those are 2023 pricing into 2024 and beyond. If you have any questions, take care of the Amp Live survey. It's free. It doesn't cost you a dime. See if we're a good fit. Set up a 10, 15-minute call. Be more than happy to answer every question that you have. If it's a good fit, we'll rock. If not, it's okay. Maybe the Amp Live, not mentoring program, but the Amp Live program is better suited for you. That'll help you get your first deal in 30 days, okay? Ask if myself or whoever, if you talk to somebody or somebody that's representing us, no problem. If you want to talk to me, this time you want to talk with me, and we'll set up an appointment. Especially, I talk to everybody anyways if you're going to come aboard the one-on-one mentoring program. If it's the other program, no, unless you decide, unless you set up an appointment and I have the time, we'll chat and talk, okay? So rock and roll in all that you do. Keep on rocking and rolling. In God we trust. Never, ever quit, right? What is the old saying, right? Quitters never win and winners never quit. So keep on rocking and rolling. Even if you get your ass kicked, get back up. Get your ass kicked, get back up. I mean, I've done it before, even in real fights when I was younger, right? 2 or 3 people, boom, boom, bam, bam. You're on the floor. Get the fuck back up. And they say, get down, stay down. No, fuck you. I'm not staying down. You keep on rocking, right? So you move forward, but then you also have to understand, know when to pick your battles, right? I'll be back. I'll be back, like Arnold says, right? So no matter what, click those links down below. Let's chat. Let's talk. Scan that QR code. Come aboard the hard costs. We're ready to rock and roll into 2024 and beyond. Love to have you aboard. As long as you're tenacious, you can punch your out of a paper bag and move forward, follow directions, take action, get your aha moments. You can have a very, very successful career in this business, okay? We love to work with you. And if not, that's okay. Keep on watching the videos. Grab that knowledge because we'll be going on Wednesdays tomorrow, Wellness Wednesday. Then we got Thursday out in the field, Friday highlights, Saturday training. So they'll be scheduled still, going to keep that schedule going. And they'll be inside the Facebook groups or opened up in the open market if something's cool and I want to share it with somebody, whether it's like, CRMs, technology, text, or, hey, here's a good tool that you can use. We'll put it out there just because. But we're really going to be honing down for the next quarter, right, by working with our mentees and deals and other investors and raising capital for the new cycle, okay? So without further ado, rock and roll and all that you do. I'm done here. Talk to you soon.